It says we're live. This is one of those very deceptive things.
Yeah, because we could just be talking to ourselves.
And yeah, that would be a very odd thing to do.
Well, it's not like that doesn't happen.
Well, hello and welcome to Switch It Up. We are early as normal.
Just a few minutes.
We're just kind of sitting here chilling. So we thought, you know, why not just go live and just be here together in perfect harmony. It seems like it's very clear that tonight we must have really good
Let's see, we got people. Yeah, tell us where you're at right now. Like Steve,
yeah, while we wait for everyone to show up.
Rhonda, looks like Patty is in Michigan.
Hot.
Are you?
Yeah.
No sticks, no bricks, and the roaming dad. I think they're up north too. Oh, no sticks, no bricks is in Colorado. South Carolina.
I have a new fan.
What are you doing?
It bends so you can set it. I'm sharing with them my new fan as we're waiting for people to come in. So
it's like helps him with his hot flashes.
We haven't even started yet.
You just have moments where you just get hot and you turn your fan on.
Well, it's a little toasty. We have the doors open and stuff.
Well,
so
because it's been cold all day.
Yes. Hello.
It's been rainy.
See, they're sharing. They're all over the place.
Okay. Where are they? Oh, there's somebody in Florida. I wonder how hot it is in Florida right now. Port Charlotte. Well, we're in Michigan. Leanna's in Las Vegas. Rick is in Florida.
Oh, we're watching you and one essay at the same time.
Maybe you'll win the...
Did you win?
I think they're giving away a mattress tonight. One essay
from Brooklyn Bedding. Everyone has done Brooklyn Bedding except us.
The Wilkersons, you leave on Friday for the huddle. Looking forward to seeing you guys. It's been since like
90.
What? Oh, in Florida.
Hi guys. If you're just now tuning in, we hit the go button early.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. We're just checking in on where everybody's at. So just say hi. Tell us where you're at, where you're checking in from. Arkansas. Mountain Home, Arkansas. I can say that's a place in Arkansas. We've not been to Mountain Home, Arkansas.
No, I am sure. Ryan
Hundreds this week in San Antonio. Dang.
This is why you go north in the summertime. See, you do RV life to go south in the winter, north in the summer. That's you chase 70.
Well, here in Kansas City, we have had an array of
plethora of weather.
Everything from 90 to rainy and cold.
Yes. Today 1 minute. Got 1 minute. At 102 people. 1 hour south of Calgary.
Oh, Spikers, you actually made it to a campground. You're out camping. You must have had the snow melt. He's been stuck in Canada for a long time.
Colorado, rainy Colorado. Keller, Texas. Look at this. Everyone, we were like, it's summertime. Nobody's going to show up to a live.
You all are out camping somewhere, aren't you?
Todd with the $10 words. Yes, Fred. I do have a array of words.
Is $10 words about the most you got? $10, you got anything bigger than that?
There's language that's just back here that I just sometimes comes out. I don't even know how it does it.
Yeah.
Moscow, Idaho.
You usually make up words.
I don't make up words.
Oh, it's 7:30. Time start.
So what the heck is going on? It is 7:30.
You know, we all have to start with the ground rules because that's how Todd starts every live. So just give him the ground rules so we can get going.
Goodness sakes. Yes. Okay. If you are new, right now in the summertime, people are out camping. So there's not as many new people that find us in the summer as they do in the fall. And it's already the year's half over, which is absolutely crazy to me.
So like every real old person on the planet.
Boy, you are on fire this evening. Like
I'm either going to laugh or cry tonight. It's going to be one or the other.
Okay, so the ground rules. If you are new to the channel, most everyone knows what these ground rules are. We try to keep it to 1 hour. To respect everyone's time, we try to give you all the updates, and there is a whole chat window that's over here that you guys are watching and talking and doing stuff, which is great. There is a problem, is that when I read the chats, I don't want you to feel upset because I didn't see something, because I go on like these tangents, these squirrel moments. And when that happens, see what happened is...
Oh, see, you always hated it when I say that.
And well, I can't pay attention. So we have Megan. If you don't know who Megan is, she is helping. She's been helping us from the pretty much almost day one.
She's a good friend.
Yeah. And she organizes our huddles. She does all those things. She's sitting on here with probably her family, her whole huddle tribe around her, nestled in with blankets and hot cocoa, watching on the TV. No, they're probably on laptops. Maybe. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, she is going to be monitoring this chat, and then she's going to take your questions that you may have. She's going to throw them over into this spreadsheet, where then Sheila picks up this spreadsheet, and then she crosses things out so we make sure to get to your questions.
So if you have questions, things that you tonight,
super stickers, all that stuff goes into the spreadsheet so we don't miss anything or anyone.
I was trying to tell him something.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't done with the ground rules and you interrupted.
Sorry, are you done now? You forgot.
Yeah, no, that I think that's it. I didn't take my 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐵𝐵𝐲 tonight.
Okay, so it looks like they're already doing it. They already know that I'm going to tell them to say, hey, Megan. They're already doing it. Good job, guys. Everybody say hi to Megan and her tribe of her family at home. We really appreciate that she helps us on the backside. Tonight, our plan is we're going to, just kind of give you some quick updates about what's going on in our world. And then we want to talk about, it's summertime. Let's talk about our favorite places that we think you should have on your summer plans to go out and see. If you don't have your summer camping plans done, I think we'll just give them some of our favorite places to go.
So we're going to give all the updates and then talk about the summer plans.
Well, suggestions
for
them to go and explore this summer.
And then whatever else we can think of.
Well, we'll answer their questions. So we'll take a moment, look at their questions.
Okay, we're taking a moment.
Are you done with the ground rules? I feel like those went super fast.
I know you got me all sidetracked, and I'm a mess.
Well, let's update them with where the heck are we?
We're in Kansas.
We came home. On our way, we have a huddle in Colorado, so Kansas City is a perfect stopping point to stop off. And
I'm going to tell you that this is probably the longest we've been here. We've been here now 4.5, 5 weeks.
Yes. This
was actually the first break we've really had in this amount of time since we've started. I mean, this was...
Yeah, it's been good to be home for a good time. I mean, you got to go to the doctor, and we got to get our teeth cleaned, and you got to do all those things. And then you got to see the grandkids like as many times as possible.
Yes. And we did. We went to multiple baseball games and all kinds of different family functions, and
I got to hang out with Megan.
And we got to go out to eat play a lot of catch up. And it was almost like this time frame was like a refueling, because we know that once we leave here in a couple days to start heading to Colorado for the huddle, that we're going to be out for a little while. Yeah. And so it was like, okay, well, we need to, nobody really ever talks about how do you rejuvenate? How do you get focused back in on family if you're living out on the road? So this was a very well needed trip, but it was really hard.
Yeah, I think so. Still, we're 2.5 years in.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out the balance for sure for us. Because it's like, well, we can't be gone too long, because those kids when they're little, they have you're not around, they're going to just kind of forget how awesome you are. But then when we've been here for 5 weeks, leaving is, it's tougher.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of tears shed today because we know in a couple weeks or a couple days we're off and hitting the road, because you want to be around. But we also know that we have all these other things that we want to accomplish. So yeah, just like anything in life, there's pluses and minuses and stuff. So this was a well-needed time for us to be home.
Yeah,
I will say that.
It was. But it's always, it's good. And then, the longer you're here, it seems like you can get back into your rhythm and your routine, and and then it's like, oh, we gotta go. But the great thing is like I was thinking today in church, I was just like, oh my gosh, we have to hit the road again, and I don't want to go. But then I think of all the people that I'm going to get ready to see at the huddle that I haven't seen for a while, all of our new friends, exciting. And I'm like, okay, we're going to meet some new people, got some old friends that we're going to connect with, and then I see your names pop up here tonight, and I'm like, okay, it just brings brings peace to that.
Because the huddles now, I know it's going to sound really weird. I mean, there's a lot of people on the chats over here. Like if you see them have like the Bigfoots and the dinosaurs and all that stuff. There's so many people that have now come to huddles that when you come to a huddle, it's like you are, and it's your first time, you are like stepping into a family reunion, and you're like, wow, this is really cool, because now we've done so many that it becomes like we look forward to hanging out and seeing you and hearing what's going on and all that fun stuff. So gosh, there's so many cool things out of it. Now the new people that come in, I like watching to see how you engage and plug in, and then you're like welcomed in with open arms, and
it's like you meet all the cousins that you never knew you had.
It's cool. I mean,
but this, for all of that, for me, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be going back out on the road. I would be like, okay, I'm going to figure out where I'm going to hang out here longer. But you guys are like, because of that community and the friendships that we're building, it makes it's like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. And I mean, you're saying that is like, if you're traveling right now and you feel like you do feel alone at times, we get it. Like, and that, I think the community has been so strong that we've kind of built in that it really, I think it's helping a lot of us, not just like Sheila and I mean, it gives some sort of a purpose and goals and dreams still, and all the other fun stuff. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah. There's just a great group of people that I know that are going to be there in Colorado to give me a hug and say, we're glad that you're here and on the road. And I'll be like, okay, we can do this.
And while we were home, look at this. We got a new addition. Big Mama Jama. Look at this, huh? Look at that. You guys, I got this, when was it? Right before Mother's Day? It's like right when we got back to Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I've been learning something new. I mean, this is going to help video-wise. I still have my other camera as well over here. So we're getting ready to do some cool stuff. I'm looking forward to learning something new.
Now I can stop listening to, I need a different lens in order to shoot that. Or if I had this lens, this would work. And
this lens is a big lens. I need a little smaller one.
What's going to happen is Todd's going to have to start doing some working out in order to lift this camera.
This camera will not be used in all of like the adventures because we still have this. So you have to kind of make up. So you guys are watching videos.
This one's not going to go where you can hurt
it. Not waterfalls and things like that. No. But this will be, you'll notice it in different things. Like,
he's super excited.
I give you an example, like the video, the towing, illegal towing video we just did. So I shot most of it on the other camera, but then when I set down,
whatever he's trying to say,
where I just sat and talked to the camera, that segment was done on this camera. So anyway,
all right,
I'm looking forward to it.
So Todd got a new toy while we were here.
Thank you to all the Founders Club and everyone that gives like the super stickers and the super chats and all that stuff. That is the things that improving what we're doing helps with. So I appreciate it.
Yep. All right, let's take a moment and do some questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have questions already?
We do. Noel wants to know what happened to the truck window while we were home.
Okay. Yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram. So in all the different ways that we post things, like if you, that's a good, thank you for this question, because that opens the door. So yes, we post once a week on YouTube, and sometimes we'll post 2 times a week, generally like a Tuesday and a Sunday, Sunday for sure. Then if you're wanting to just like kind of see like, okay, what's going on, we have an Instagram. So it's Switch It Up USA, and we'll post pictures, or we'll post like up there in the stories. And so in that, why she's asking is like our truck driver's side window got a crack in it because I went to see Dad. While I was seeing Switch It Up Pops, a rock came up, hit the bottom of, it's a freakish thing. It's like hits the bottom of the mirror, ricochets off, goes straight into the window and cracks my side window.
So we were supposed to be rolling out of here tomorrow, but tomorrow morning they're actually going to get to fix the truck window and then we'll be rolling out.
And we detailed, we haven't had a detail on the truck for 2.5 years.
Since we got it.
Man, did he clean it. It was like that Seinfeld episode. It's like, how did he get, they cleaned under, like the back seat. You raise the seat up and there's like this area behind the seat. He cleaned in there. And he goes, well, you want to see the engine? I was like, the engine? He opens the thing. I was like, this thing is like brand new. And then, I mean, every little bitty tiny.
He did a good job.
Oh, looks so good.
So after living basically on the road for a while, you just get.
It was expensive.
It just gets dirty.
It was $375, but it was well worth it. It's like now I feel like we have this new truck again and we're back out on the road.
We're getting ready to roll into our next,
so
the next journey.
Yeah, while we were here, I rotated the tires on the rig. I took care of the bearings. I mean, just all these little things that we've been neglecting. I've been neglecting. Just took care of a lot of different stuff. I ruined a ton of Sheila's clothing.
Oh, you're going to tell them that. I didn't know you were going to come clean on this story. This is a good one. Hold on. I just need to set this up for you. I really didn't know he was going to share, but go ahead and do tell.
I don't even know. Do we have video footage of it? Like I can share it later. I think you captured some video footage.
Well, here's the problem is I captured it, but I didn't. You've added all these new gizmos and gadgets to the camera, and so I didn't turn on the mic.
But no. I think you got some of it. But anyway, let me tell you what happened.
What happened?
So all of these things that have happened. So when the slide broke, I was pulling in and out of the slide. Well, there's trim that goes around the slide in the bedroom. That slide, this is not funny. I felt so bad. So the slide, the out facing had come apart on one side. So it was just kind of like flapping back and forth. So it needed new nails in it. And I needed to paint it and stuff. So I borrowed Tyler, my son-in-law has a nailer. But I wasn't just going to put nails in it because it's like, man, this really needs to be, it's like my construction world. It really needs a little bit more. So I grabbed my Gorilla Glue and I pulled open, like I pulled out and then I put some Gorilla Glue so it would go down behind the board. Then I can nail it back on. But I was like, well, if I go there, I need to come across this way. So I went across this way. Then I put the board on, bang, 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 bang. That's my nailer voice. And then I put some caulking on it. I was like, oh, wow, this looks good. Then I open the door and I see along the bottom, like all this Gorilla Glue just kind of like pooled. Like, oh no, the Gorilla Glue, I must have pulled out the thing too long. And then I looked up only to find that maybe 20% of Sheila's her clothes.
Not my new clothes.
No.
Just my clothes.
All of her clothes on her one arm had Gorilla Glue on them. And so I'm like, Sheila's in here. I'm in the bedroom freaking out. Like, this is really bad. Like, I'm just now pulling clothes out, trying to get the glue out.
Maybe you should have done that first.
So, long story short, I did ruin about 20% of Sheila's shirts.
It's more like 50%.
No, it wasn't like 50%.
Yeah,
You're really over exaggerating. Yeah. It wasn't that bad, including some of her switch it up stuff and
that we don't have any more of because y'all bought it all.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it wasn't good. She did capture some of it on. I was like, don't film this. This is not.
He did feel bad, and so I can't get. I mean, it was an accident, but there's just a question. Like, wouldn't something like liquid nails work? It wouldn't drip down so far.
No, you don't understand. There's no way you could get liquid nails on where I was doing it. I wanted the glue to.
You wanted it all the way down. You just wanted it to kind of move,
like
all the way down.
There's no way you could get liquid nails on where I was doing it. I wanted the glue to.
You wanted it all the way down. You just wanted it to
kind of move,
like all the way down.
Anyway, it's fixed.
My clothing isn't.
No, we did throw away a majority.
Because once Gorilla Glue attaches something like that,
we tried everything. You can't use water. You can't.
This is funny.
We tried acetone.
I'm out here working on something for a huddle, and he comes out and he's like, don't come upstairs.
Don't come up.
And
Please
he's like,
don't.
he gets a paper towel wet. Like, that's going to do
I needed
like
to
one
get the
little
pool of glue that was I needed to get the glue. And I was like, oh, this is so bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
So, yes, I did ruin about
half.
No, it wasn't half. I'd say 20 to 25% of your clothes.
Okay. 50% of the clothes I like.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because
Okay.
we do have closets that we don't wear all of the stuff we have. But so
Well,
yes,
'cause I
50% of the clothes that you really like.
Because my regular old t-shirts are just in a drawer in the bottom. They're not hanging. But anyway, we don't need to talk about my clothes anymore.
So,
That's
but that was all the so I did all these like things on the rig while we were home. So that's been good. Rotated the tires on the truck. Just all the things that being out for the next 4 or 5 months, I really wanted to make sure we're in check. Okay, let's answer some questions. That was very long.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes in and we haven't told them jack squat.
Yeah, that's normal for them.
Okay, Stephen Tucker has a question. He says,
Steven.
what do you think about a Grand Design toy hauler? I mean, which is what we have. We have the Grand Design Momentum 395 MS.
And this is really a personal choice. I mean, because there's so many great RVs that are out there. It really just comes down to what your lifestyle is going to be. And we like it. I look at the toy hauler as a flex space. So you can use that back space for the things you want, but you can also, like Harold and Cindy with One Strange Adventure, turn that into their master bedroom and put the kids up on the front.
There's people that have it as an office. Like Chad and Tara use theirs as an office.
Right.
We have friends that have turned it into like a kid's space, bunk space.
But then again, if you don't need that extra length and you could go with something smaller, why wouldn't you go with something a little smaller? So it really is, it kind of comes down to what you're really
Since we're full time on the road, it is nice. And as we're doing events from location to location to location, we are gathering more and more stuff in that garage. So it's nice to have the space.
Mm-hmm.
So depending upon which one, but we've been in our, I don't know how many thousands of miles, but it's been 2.5 years and we've enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, towing wise, I think the truck says we've towed now 25 or 30,000 miles towed. That's not on the truck itself.
So
it's about that.
Fiona has rolled that far around the country.
We've repacked the bearings. I partially repacked this last, but then repacked fully already. So there's so many things that you have to do.
I do think that it also comes down to service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like how they're gonna customer service. So just do some good research. But we've enjoyed our Grand Design.
Yeah, I mean,
toy hauler.
We love the new Brinkley setup. That's really awesome.
Yep.
And Alliance. I mean, I love Alliance. We're not familiar with some of the other ones. Those are the ones that we're pretty familiar with.
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay, Patty L asks, do crew members bring their pets to huddles?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And a lot of times when we're doing the activities, you'll find that a lot of people are like, can't do that activity. It might be a little too far away. I can't leave the puppies for that long.
Yep.
That type of stuff. So we totally understand all that. So the answer is yes. Some bring birds.
Wasabi.
Some bring birds. Some bring, cats, dogs.
I haven't seen any fish.
I haven't seen any pigs. I'd love to see a pig.
What?
Yeah, like a little pot-bellied pig on the road.
Okay, she didn't ask that question. But yes, pets are
I'm here
at
for
the
her.
huddles.
I'm here to educate.
Yeah, everybody needs a pet pig.
Come on, a pet pig on the road would be fabulous.
We are not getting a pet
I
pig.
know, I know.
All right. J and B. I'm going to butcher their name. Naharano. Yeah. Where is the best place to RV? Okay,
the United States.
Let's talk about that for the summer. Let's give them. How about you give them one of your favorite places for the summer?
For the summer?
Yeah.
Man, if I'm going to think back, I would say, man, the Georgia and the Tennessee Smoky Mountains, fabulous place.
I wouldn't go there in the summer. It's hot.
Well, apparently I'm wrong.
No, you're not
wrong. You should go north.
I'm just saying I wouldn't go there in summer.
No, there's so many places. Like you could go upstate New York.
That was a shock.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
And then throw in like upstate Michigan. Mackinac Island. Then you could go all the way.
UP and
Yeah, the UP is beautiful. And then you throw in upper Montana on the Canada border up that way. Oregon, Washington. Oh my gosh. California has so many different places. They're like the whole United States. I think honestly, it's wherever your family and your friends are and where you can just hang out and experience. I think that's the RV life in general.
I truly believe that there's something near everybody. I mean, like within a good day's drive that you can take your RV out and find something.
Like Kansas City. Okay, you think Kansas City. Okay, what's really around Kansas City? We're at this lake. It's not really exciting. I mean, there's a few things you can see. But what's about 5 hours away from here that was probably a surprise to us, and we lived here for so long? The BOC down in Arkansas.
Yeah, down there.
That was cool.
That's cool. That the Northwest Arkansas is stunning.
Absolutely big surprise. And we've lived here forever and didn't even know that was a thing. So, wow. I mean,
I will say RVing has opened my eyes to a lot more of the beauty of the United States, for sure. There's we've vacationed before, but when you fly into a city, you just or you go and check out an area, you're in a little area, you don't see all the little nuggets along the way. No. But if I was going to choose somewhere for the summer, I would definitely go north.
Yeah.
Because
you can.
Texas is hot. Florida is hot. Kansas City even gets extremely muggy and disgusting in about July. I would avoid Kansas City in July.
Oh, gosh.
But there's a lot of great places, for sure. Upstate New York, if you're on that direction, put that on your list.
Yeah, Thousand Islands.
Ooh.
That's what I was thinking of.
Watkins Glen.
There's just a lot. Yeah. There's so many cool.
If you're writing these down, start your list, right? Okay, Dusty Geek asks, do you expect to have ducks back in the store anytime soon? Megan?
I have no idea. Do we have ducks now? We had the ducks for the Jeeps.
I have a few ducks in underneath the bed that I am taking to Colorado, but
we don't have very many.
Oh, I don't have many ducks.
But
that's a Megan question, so I'll let Megan answer that for you.
She's got stickers. She's got flags. If you're wanting to know where you get the flag that goes in the ground, yes, you can find all that on @switchitup.com, and then you can click on the merchandise. So anything, like if you're sitting there and you're new to the channel and you're trying to figure out what's all the stuff, all the moving parts, @switchitup.com, and then register for the newsletter because that comes out once a month. I like newsletters. I don't necessarily like to be bothered, getting a ton of newsletters every single week, every time. So you're only going to get it once a month. But everything else you can find there. Then you'll find things like how our, the Founders Club, what's going on there. You'll find everything. Everything's on the website.
Next question. It comes, they also, I wish I could pronounce their last name. J and B starts with the last N. N is their last name. Where do you domicile? So here's the thing is we don't necessarily domicile because Kansas is home. Kansas has been home. We never switched to a domicile state because we didn't really think we were going to still be on the road. We thought we'd be home by now. So Kansas is still home for us.
Yes, it is.
Now we've contemplated domiciling since we're still out here
in Florida.
We've thought about Florida, but we haven't made that decision yet.
And what's their channel? They just did an amazing thing talking about South Dakota, and everyone talks about what's your channel?
Is it Ryan's
We
channel?
RV, not We RV. Yeah, they're
Detour.
Friends. No, that's been it'll come to me. They're We RV. Put their channel in there. Put that in there for they just did the South Dakota thing where they're talking about it. It's not as good of a place to domicile any longer because
I can see the thumbnail.
Yes, our roads less traveled.
Yeah.
So he did this amazing video about domiciling now and the changes that have happened in South Dakota, and it is such a good he is a researcher. So look at that. and since we're talking about domiciling, because I think this is now something that we need to start talking about in the RV, because for a while South Dakota was like this great place, and now there's some things that have happened with some regulation changes that they're coming down on. So, and then turn around and look at Texas. Well, Texas, if you looked at the illegal towing thing video I just did, Texas is also a state that's going to require that non-commercial Class A. And if you don't feel like going to get that, then that comes into play because you want to jump through those loopholes.
Well, Disney World tickets come into play in my mind.
Yeah. See, we really go deep on this channel. So a mouse might actually get us the detour down to Florida. Who knows? But
we need to start thinking, since we're going to be staying
our roads
out
less
longer.
traveled. They're on here. They just did a super sticker for 2 days. So check
there. They are
South Dakota video they just did. So
yeah, we need to figure it out.
Yeah. So that's a great question. But currently, Kansas is still home. Kansas City is where the kids are, right in this area. 2 of them. The other one's down in Houston, and then we have one out in Colorado. So,
but the grands are all here.
Yeah, the grandkids are here. So this is still home for us.
Yeah.
Casey proud.
I don't think, yeah. Ugh, that's a whole nother can of worms we need to be thinking about. And so we'll start doing that. Sebastian Acosta asked if there's a huddle coming to Miami at any time. It is on the short list.
We do have the huddle schedule for next year done already.
Yeah. So, but 24 is done. 25 is the West Coast.
We'll give you an update on that too here.
So it's going to be a hot bit, but maybe we could do a meetup or something down that direction. Okay.
Are you missing anything?
We want to do some.
That's the thing. So we RV. We just talked to. Thank you for the super sticker, super chat, or whatever.
And then Troy Tabor, thank you for that. And our road less traveled. We appreciate you guys.
We RV. They came to the huddle, the Tennessee huddle, and we're hanging out. It's great. It was so good to just meet and hang out. Anyway, they leave and they rips the back of, I don't know, he rips the back of his RV off, and now they're dealing with that. But he did a patch job on the back of that thing that was like unlike anything. It was fabulous. It is RV life at its best.
Always something, right? That is always something. Gaining Momentum asked does our Unlimited RV have overnight accommodations? They do not.
Our Unlimited RV here is in Kansas City. They might have added something, but I'm not aware of that for their repair stuff. They are great to work with, and they do have this crazy warranty that you can use anywhere in the United States. So that's one of the things. Stacy is the owner. It's kind of cool to actually get to know an owner of RV. And now he's going to have 3 locations. So one down in Lake of the Ozarks, one in Kansas City, Missouri, and then one's, I think, heading out towards Lawrence somewhere. So, and I hope I was able to give that information. It might have been private. If it's private, do not let the secret out. Stacy, I'm sorry if I was like, it's supposed to not say that. Anyway, they have 2 locations currently. We're not going to talk about the other location. It's bad.
This is freaking live.
I know. I'm sorry. They're good people, though. Anyway, the Unlimited RV. Sorry. And I'm not sure if they have places. Let's just move on. We need another topic. I feel like going
Don't tell Todd any secrets. He might share it on YouTube.
It's okay. There's only a couple hundred people here. Word doesn't travel that fast.
Yeah, don't post it on the
If you see Stacy, just tell them I'm sorry.
Kevin and Sandy, they asked when would we actually arrive at the Colorado huddle? We'll get there not till Wednesday, so just the day before.
No idea. Can we talk about the huddles? Give an update on huddles?
Yeah, well, Shauna asked for dates for
we'll talk about
huddles. So since the questions are around huddles, let's give you some.
Do the update.
Let's do the update. Oh, there's another huddle question. So let me.
Okay, let's while she looks this info up. Update.
What are you saying? Because I need to obviously filter
Let's talk about the huddles. There's new people on here. So the huddle that's coming up is closed. The Granby huddle is closed for registration.
Right.
No.
It's like next week.
Yeah. No, it's like in 2 weeks, isn't it?
Okay. Week and a half.
I have no idea. But then our next huddle is going to be up in Mackinac Island, and there are still spots available for Mackinac.
Yep, it's in Michigan.
Which is, if you don't know what Mackinac Island is, because your boy Todd had no idea, there's this island that has horses on it and no cars, and it make a lot of fudge. And there's a lot of history, and it's beautiful. And Sheila wants to try to stay there for like 3 weeks.
I would love to stay on that island for a whole month. Like when the last ferry goes away, and I just can't imagine. Like it's got to be just so peaceful.
I wouldn't say it would be peaceful.
There's hiking and biking.
It's not that big. You can literally ride your bicycle around the whole island in like 3 or 4 hours. No, because we did the cut through.
Anyway, it's gorgeous. So if you haven't been there, you should come join us at the Mackinac Huddle, or you should go there on your own and just check it out, because it's worth it. It really is.
I keep saying we're going to have a bike race there. Can you imagine like 100 people? I'm like, all right, everybody mount up. And then we all just like throw a flag down and we all take off. We're going to get kicked off the island. We'll do our own like Survivor, and like maybe we got to do that. Like we do like a Survivor competition on the island, and then we actually will vote.
We are not going to get to.
We stick them on the ferry. We wave as they are taken away on the ferry, and then we just, through the course of the day, we keep voting people off the island.
We got a lot of questions and a lot of updates.
I'm just saying,
too.
I'm just processing out loud. I know at that Huddle World, going to go look at lighthouses. Ooh, if you love
Somebody
lighthouses.
asked if we're going to add any more space to, no dress rehearsal last, any chance you'll add more space to the lighthouse boat tour?
Oh.
If just email Megan and she'll add you to the wait list, because there's always things that happen. People have to cancel at the last minute, rigs break down, people get sick, things happen. So go ahead and get on the wait list for it. And if a spot comes up, we'll get you on there.
Again, if you're new, go switchitup.com. You can find these. The next one after Mackinac, we're going to finish down in Georgia. We're going back to Talona Ridge.
We're going to go whitewater rafting.
She's going, we did this up in Washington, and it was so much fun.
So much fun.
We had like 6 or 8 boats, and we're splashing each other, and it was a great time. So, but again, Talona Ridge is beautiful. And we're going to hang out. It's going to be a wonderful experience.
I think we also we're going to do got a tea room that we're going to experience some great desserts and tea. And then there's like a skeet shooting going on. So there's a lot of fun things going to happen at the Talona Ridge Huddle in September.
Yep. We're doing it earlier this year because you get to experience different things.
We want to check different seasons. I don't think you want to go whitewater rafting in November. So we thought September seemed like a better idea.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have you come join us. There's still space at both of those, the Michigan and the Georgia Huddle. We have not released 2024 schedule yet, but let me double check. I know that there's several of you asking questions about that.
And that's cool because, again, that's the community aspect of things. Sometimes it's like, well, we don't want to come on and just talk about huddles, but this is
what you asked.
Now, here's the other thing tied into that is the RV, the crew campouts. They're happening right now this year. So these are smaller events that if you can't get to a huddle, that you can, hang out with individuals in different parts of the country. And I think there was 15 of these.
There's lots.
And you can find those on the website. And there's usually might be 5 to 10 rigs. So maybe 10 to 20 people. And it's just going to be, there's a camp host and they're all going to hang out, switch crew stuff. And I cannot wait to get pictures and video footage from these and hear the stories and all the stuff. We're creating this weird movement, and it's going to be fun. It's awesome to see.
It is a great way for you guys just to meet the crew and meet each other, because that's what it's about, right? It's those moments that you're missing friends and family, maybe back home because you've been on the road for a while. Mm-hmm. Meeting the crew, they become like your family, your road family, and it's great. So check out our crew campouts.
I think they're like $10. Yeah, and just for the whole rig. I think there was something we needed to use
just for the software, and like we give paper products, that sort of thing. So check out our crew campouts. We have our Founders Club, and our Founders Club are our volunteers. So people inside the Founders Club volunteer to help us with this all things Switch It Up. And so those are your crew camp out hosts.
Yep.
So that is where those hosts come from.
And that's where we build those relationships, because we're not going to just stick you with a host like, Todd, this guy was like a weirdo. Like, no, shush.
I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying, not that the crew camp out leaders are not weirdos, because they're eclectic. No, but if you had the desire and you wanted to plug into the Founders Club and then possibly host a crew camp out in the future,
it's just going to take us time to get to know you.
We do want to get to know you and form a relationship. We don't just, hey, good luck and throw you out. No, it's formed through relationships. And that's how we hope that you have that experience on those weekends.
Yes.
So good stuff.
All right. 3 more stickers we want to say thank you to, because that just helps keep us going out. RV Hunters, that is Jamie and Jim in Colorado. So we're excited to see you guys again. And then Tony Neese, thank you so much for that.
That's fabulous.
And Jackie G, appreciate your guys' help and supporting what we've got going on out here, this movement that Todd was talking about. All right, so let's talk about the huddles really quick for 2024. Angela, you asked, is the New York huddle going to be upstate next year? Yes, it is going to be upstate New York. And then somebody asked about
rubber chickens.
Yes, that's just Fred.
Fred's poking the bear.
Don't poke the bear, Fred.
There are no rubber chickens on the website.
No dress rehearsal asked about any events planned for October in Albuquerque after the Bloom Festival. That is our plan to hit that for next year, not 2023, but 2024. So we won't be on that side because we'll have a huddle in September in Georgia. So we're not going to zoop over there.
Correct.
No zooping.
There are a lot of zoopings that's going to happen between now and then. That's going to be so much fun. We're always cooking up something.
Not rubber chickens. Okay. Let's finish talking about the huddles for 2024. You can see that schedule.
Did you put it up? The schedule for next year already?
I think so.
Oh, I have no idea.
So we have three that are out, that the dates are available. We are doing April, we're going to South Carolina. July, we're going to New York.
Mm-hmm.
In October, we're going to Nevada. Now there's another huddle that is not posted currently because one of the perks of our Founders Club is they get to book early. We send them the information first, and then they have about 2 more weeks to finish booking this huddle, and then we will release that. But in February, we thought we would switch things up on you. There's a lot of people that maybe watch our channel that don't necessarily have RVs. So we thought, how fun would it be if we just take the crew and we go down to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico and just go hang out on the beach in the winter, because why not?
So we're
going to go to
We're
Mexico.
going to an all-inclusive in Mexico, and I'm super excited about it.
We're going to have a great time just hanging out. We're going to have a private beach party. It's all included. So we've got activities. We have a give back plan, all the things of a regular huddle. So just in Mexico on the beach.
Founders have 2 more weeks, and then after that, we open it up to everyone.
Then we'll open it up to everybody else.
It will sell out.
It'll be
because it's not as big as normal huddle. It's very intimate in that regard.
Yes.
Now, prior to that,
Cancun.
No, yeah, that's where we're going to be. That's in February. Yes, we are going to the Tampa RV show.
Yes.
We are working on some things for the Tampa RV show that are going to be amazing. So we're wanting to do possibly another camp out event like we did this last time, a little bit bigger. We're working on some details. Hopefully we'll have some of that together.
We have a volunteer that's helping us with that from the Founders Club. So she's working on it.
Going to be exciting. So January, Tampa, then February, we're heading off to Mexico. Then we head into
South Carolina area. Yeah. And our crew is, I know there's a crew camp out for the eclipse that's happening in April. So those crew camp out hosts are already working on next year's schedule, and we'll keep you posted as soon as we can on that.
And then also don't know People have asked about the NASCAR stuff. That's still trying to get organized. So next year is going to be like a whirlwind. We're in June of this year. It's half over. We're already having to plan next year. So yeah, it has been a whirlwind.
Because we have to plan it so that you guys can put
plan.
it, so you can plan on your calendars and your schedules as when you can come hang out with us. We do know that next year we do plan on hitting the large events of the Tampa RV show, the Hershey show, and the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. We're going to make
it's going to be a whirlwind.
Yeah, next year's going to be a lot of fun. But last year at the Tampa RV show, we did a little like staying alive music montage. We had an airplane with a banner. We had a lot of fun with our crew at a meetup. And this year we decided, let's just go a little bit bigger. So you need to be at the Tampa RV show this year. There's Cindy. She's the one. She's here. She said she's late because she's in Hawaii. Like she gets a pass because she's on a whole nother time.
We'll give you more information on that stuff.
But she's working on it for us.
Just so you know that we do have a schedule for next year.
Yep.
So the next 6 months though, whoo, you think like you always think he's like, oh, we kind of see what Todd and Sheila are up to and this and that. There's so many things happening at once. It's like we're drinking from a fire hose. So from developing and getting the Founders Club stuff all set up and getting going. And honestly, we've just scratched the surface on that because we left there and we've been developing some other things that are going to be launched at the end of this year. And that's going to coincide together. So I'm looking forward to being, back out on the road and kind of doing our thing and getting back into a rhythm. I feel like we've kind of been regrouping and now it's time to run a little while. So good stuff.
Yeah. And it's only possible because of like Patricia. Thank you for that sticker, super chat. We really appreciate it. It's the Founders Club and you guys, the community. The community is what's drawing me back out to come back out after being home for a month. And it's the support of the Founders Club that's keeping us going. So we appreciate that tremendously.
That support comes from you. In this economy, think of how crazy that is that everything's so chaotic and so crazy. But to know that we're all kind of still banded together and we're not having to do like a ton of sponsored videos, it blows my mind on the generosity and the gifts that you guys have allowed us to continue going and using the money coming in to continue to build. I mean, think about the crew campout situation came from you guys as an idea and the leaders that came up. That is amazing. The huddles are still going forward and doing that.
The merchandise is all your guys' fault.
Yeah. And that was used to help, Megan come on board and to help do a bunch of stuff. So it has just been like this snowball and it's all because of like, seriously, we're building something together and we're just now, I think we're 22 away from 28,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, well, you probably are subscribed, but I'm just saying we're 22 away and we're still a small channel. I mean, look around at all the bigger RV channels. We're a little bitty infant channel. So we're building the infrastructure and the foundation, and some of you have to become leaders in order for us to do the things that are getting ready foundation. And some of you have to become leaders in order for us to do the things that are getting ready to happen. And I think God just blesses us just enough saying, okay, here's a person, here's this person's dream, this is their goals. And then we have to readjust and do things. So before I made an analogy, I think a week ago, where somebody's like, well, how do you feel it's coming? And I said, here's what I feel it's coming is there's this wave back here that we're preparing for. And we're waxing our surfboard and we're getting things ready.
I don't know how to surf. I'm from Kansas.
But we're getting ready to catch this wave.
Good try.
I see it's building and like, we need your help. Like we're paddling to get in front of, because just like that, we'll be at 60,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers. And we're going to be doing these big events and hanging out and building something that is totally different, unique. And we just are building the ground floor. And it's only been like 27 months or 26 months or whatever it's been that we've been on the road. Think about everything that we've done together. It's crazy. Like the t-shirt merch alone at the Tampa RV show.
Yeah, that was fun. That was
it's insane. Like you're like switch crew. And then everyone's like high-fiving and we're dancing and we're doing the dance off stuff. And oh, it's such an amazing movement. And it's a movement. It's wild. So
yeah. And I'm just excited that you guys are all with us and part of it. And we just want to continue sharing content. So you'll go out, experience all that is out here to be seen in the United States and meet the crew. When you guys are gathered together, it is just really a lot of fun, and you're a great group of people. So we appreciate you tremendously. Okay, we have some more questions. Are you ready?
Lay it.
All right. Ken and Carla want to know what camera you ended up going with.
Oh, thanks for asking. This is still a Canon camera, and then I ended up doing the R7. Some of you know what? Here's the thing. If you're ever wondering, and I haven't put this on there yet, but if you're ever wondering, like anything that we use, and on our website, you can go to our Amazon link, and then we set these little store things up. So like anything, like how we organize, store stuff, whatever we're using, we try to put there, from microphones to camera gear to just about anything. But this is the Canon R7. Harold just got a new camera as well. He got the one a little bit better than this one, of course, because Harold's special. But yeah, it's I'm really excited, and I know I have never owned a camera this nice. And I know it sounds so goofy, but it's such a learning curve for me, but I'm really enjoying.
Have you named it?
No, you guys can name it. Pinocchio. I don't know. But that's the Canon R7.
Disney themes that way.
I know. That's the first thing that popped in my head. So.
Okay. Stacy is asking if there's Stacy Sykes is asking if there will be new clothing. I'm thinking
you guys have designed so many different shirts.
There will be.
You've come up with so many ideas.
There's always new clothing at every huddle. And Love to Be Hitched is asking if we'll have more red Switch It Up shirts. Working on a new design. I'm hoping that we will have it actually in Michigan. So that should help you out. But I don't know if it'll be before Michigan, but you can probably get it in Michigan. Megan might hurt me that I just said that out loud, but I think that'll be a good plan. I think that's a good plan, Megan. Let's see if we can get that shirt done.
Yeah, Megan.
Before Michigan. Okay, so that's Stacy. Any future huddles in Dayton, like Ohio? So I'm guessing Stan and Rhonda, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. That's the only way I can think of Dayton.
Are we going to be around Ohio this year when we come back down through? If we are, we can just make them organize a meetup. See what happens to you? You get roped in to do something.
There's not a huddle in Dayton, Ohio anytime soon, but it's because we only plan about 3 to 5 huddles a year is our plan. Yeah. And then we're trying to get in more meetups, but the secret sauce is going to be the crew campouts. It really is, because that's where the crew is going to be year round all across the United States.
You'll form relationships with people probably living around you, because that's how I kind of see how things, not everyone's full time. So if you have people around within a 3-hour radius and you go camp out, just not from Switch It Up, you make relationships, and then you're like, hey, let's go do something else together. That's what it's nice, because it's so hard to be back in Kansas City and then going into like church and different events. And like, how is that RV thing doing? Until you RV or go into this space, people just don't understand it. So it's almost like you have to build some sort of relationships with people that understand RV life, so that you have some commonality, because a lot of times you feel like you're speaking a different language to somebody that doesn't get it. So it's good to have those relationships. And I think that's why the RV campouts will be good. Yes.
I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're online right now, I need you to hit that little like button for us, because that would be very helpful. There's only 66 little thumbs ups. And
are you being Miss YouTuber right now?
Just saying.
You've come so far. Like, next should be saying like, comment, subscribe.
Well, obviously, I'll be doing it naked, and we'll see what that does to our channel, because you ruined all my clothes.
Okay, we needed to stop that kind of talk. We're going to get banned. Say things like that on here. Goodness sakes, you're going to get us in trouble.
Well, that
won't family channel.
Won't be the first time. Look, it went up 30 thumbs up just because I asked within that short amount of time. Look, no, more like 40. You guys
They
are
could
amazing.
be watching from their TVs and they can't get to it.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. They listen to me. You're smart people. The crew is smart people. Michael, thank you for that super sticker. We appreciate it.
You're implying I don't listen. That's the implication by saying that.
I didn't say anything like that. Now, you took that however you felt.
I have a bad filter.
You guys can tell me secrets, and I won't tell the YouTube world.
Oh, Larry.
Okay, Mark and Cassie asked if there's any way to keep tabs on us where we are in real time. We'd love to catch you outside of a huddle. That is the tough one because things change. Like even now, we were supposed to be on the road tomorrow.
Yes.
And yet now we're making a change to fix the window. And so we might be on the road Tuesday, but we might be on the road Wednesday, depending upon that. So that keeping tracks of us real time is extremely difficult.
Yes. It can
unfortunately,
because you never know what's going to break next.
So at one time I did try sharing our kind of like our general overview schedule of like where we would be. And then it changed just so often I couldn't keep it updated.
Well, it's correctly. Like, well, should we extend a day here?
Right.
Staying 2 days
we
extra
really
here,
like this. So
or we're going to leave early because we're going to go there. So it's always like a changing.
Yeah. We haven't figured out.
I don't do any of those.
We haven't figured out the secret on that. That's for sure. Doesn't mean that I haven't thought about how to make that happen, but have not figured out how to add for the ebbs and flows of RV life. Kathy and Bob want to know what the theme is for Michigan. As of right now, Todd would tell you it's just horses and fudge.
I would say.
Don't say it. You're going to say it anyway. I know you're going to say it anyway.
No, you said not to. You'll have to be there to find out. I'm going to leave that as a teaser.
Oh, gosh. Okay. We wanted to leave you with great places to visit this year on your journey. Nicholas wanted to know what's the new RV you're going to buy. And right now, I'm not buying any RV. So.
No. We did. Oh, yeah. Everyone was giving us a bunch of junk. So I got on
bunch of junk.
Well, they were like I saw all the comments because I posted on the Facebook. So we have a Facebook page that we post to Switch Crew. And if you want to go there, you can find it on Facebook. It's a private page. You have to be accepted in. We're just trying to keep the scammers out because there's so many stinking scammers.
Yeah. By the way, if you ever are on there and you see something, report it to us. Mm-hmm. And we won't sell merchandise through another source other than our website. So do not fall for clicking on those.
And then once we see them, we get them out right away.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Sorry.
Dang it.
Shoot, dang.
What was the question?
Let me go back. Oh, you were talking about the Volvo truck that you posted because of the AI.
Yes. So I was sitting there playing around and I kept hearing this thing about Mid-Journey. And I was like, oh, what's this? And it's on Discord and you can type in anything you want and then it creates it stuff. So I was like, oh, well, what would I put in there? It was like Volvo HD because the Volvo video we did with Hollywood, Rob in his truck down in Margaritaville. So I put in there, it was like Volvo truck, black, green, and gray, carbon fiber, just put in all this stuff just to see how we would how designing a switch it up HDT would go. And it came back with those 4 pictures. And then everyone was like, when are you getting a truck? When are you getting a truck? I'm like, no, I was just playing. Like
I was just playing.
I like to play. Now, I'm not
His
opposed.
wife was working just like 3 feet from him.
Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed to looking at all of the ideas, but yeah.
I think that one adventure channel was talking about buying us a truck. What's the name of that? Seeking Adventure 24/7. I think he had mentioned. I think that he was thinking about.
Well, he kind of was going to do that if he could get our truck, and then.
Yeah, I think something like that. So we might have to work out a trade.
He doesn't have very good luck because he doesn't win like he puts in a lot of things and he never wins scooters or nothing. But anyway, I digress. But that's what that's from. And then, so I was just playing around and trying to the whole AI thing that's happening right now. It is mind blowing. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know what the what role it has in like the RV video world. I know some people that I talk to, they're trying to use it in different things, but yeah, I don't know.
Our road,
I did like it.
Less traveled asked another. So anyway, sorry, Todd was just playing.
Oh,
we're not buying a new rig as of right now.
Tomorrow, talk to us tomorrow. I did see Less Drunk More Journey tonight posted. They're going to do a design for a rig with Grand Design, just like
oh, that's cool.
With Changing Lanes did.
Yes, but they also have like 200,000 subs, so they
what do you mean? You're 28,000?
I don't think, yeah.
Grand Design.
Not
they're not calling, they're not on the phone. Hey.
Oh, look, Seeking Adventure said he's not
not buying us a truck.
Oh, well, because you had to put in your sarcastic moment. Would have been fine. We would have had a new truck by now.
It's all good.
Our road less traveled asked if you looked into the DJI RS3 gimbal.
For that thing. I don't talk geekiness. I shouldn't have took a piece of ice from my mouth. I'm sorry. It's like I went to the dentist. But I do have a Ronin and I have a gimbal. And the problem is I just can't carry the thing around. It's just like, it's not my style. So we are going to experiment with me doing a little bit better, not making as many shaky videos.
But doesn't that camera have a better camera stabilization in it?
It does, but the lens I'm using is it's stupid. You guys don't care. But the whole point is I'm going to try to not have as much shaky video for you guys in the future. And I'm going to put a little more thought process into how I shoot.
Michael says you squirrel too much to build an RV like Less Drunk More Journey or Changing Lanes.
I don't know, Michael.
Fair.
It's not fair.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired, Michael.
But his wife doesn't.
Yeah, you forget who I married. We're yin and yang. We're balanced.
Which means I must be extremely anal retentive in order to balance you out.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
Okay, it's been an hour. Let's see if we've missed any questions and we'll let these poor people go. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight.
It's been good.
It's good
and it went by so stinking fast. Like I really needed this.
Yeah, I think we needed it because it reminds, like, leaving home is hard.
Yeah.
But seeing your names, being able to interact, answer your questions, it just kind of reminds us what we're out here doing and why we're doing it. And so it was a good night just to hang with you guys. It lifted our spirits.
I needed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of reset. We needed a reset.
It's like sometimes you get like the creative block, and I watch a lot of YouTube channels too, right? So, and then you start making videos and it's like, well, do you really want to see this? Do you really want to see that? And then I realized that it's really just about sharing life together.
Yeah.
And so I just got to keep that in focus, as we create and stuff. So I have honestly not shot video. What, maybe 3 weeks?
It's been a while. So it'll be good for us to get back in the rhythm of things.
Picking up the camera and going again.
We are starting to head out to Colorado, although we have a daughter that we're stopping in to see in Denver for a couple of days. And then we're also stopping by to spend a couple of days with my mom, go see my grandma. I still have a grandma who is living. She's 90, I don't know, 93, something like that. So it'll be good to stop by.
She has pretty good dementia. So the whole time I'm there, I try to convince her that she was an exotic dancer. And then she usually forgets in like 5-10 minutes, but the conversation for that 5 to 10 minutes is fabulous.
My favorite one time was she's like, I do have good moves. It's like, Grandma.
Oh, it's so fun. We get some good laughs going. And then
we just,
the bad part is the dementia thing comes back around. And then she goes, is that your husband? And then we start.
Dementia sucks. It really does. Because I've lost my grandma. I will lose her twice. Right. But if we can just smile and laugh a little bit, bring her some joy while we're there. That's why we go visit. And that's what we hope to do with our channels. Just bring you a little joy. You guys bring us joy, and we're just living this life together. And we really appreciate you guys being a part of our crew. But with all that said, I think it's time to sign off.
Anything else that you want to cover? We covered all the.
Just go to the website.
It went
if you have
so
questions.
fast. Like this is probably one of the fastest ones that we've had. I don't know why. It seems really weird how it went so quickly. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Boom, 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 boom. Good night. You know what's so funny about
We're
this?
never going to make it to
It's
28.
time to go. Do, 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 do. Right now, there are people on this thing going where this song came from. And the best part is, good night, sweetheart. And it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Can you name it?
I think it's an old song.
Can you name who it is?
No, I have no idea.
Can you guys name who it is? We're going to end on this. Come on, I'm waiting.
They don't know.
Good night, sweetheart, and it's time to
Anybody
go.
know? Anybody know? Anybody?
Come on.
Somebody help me.
Come on, you guys are disappointing me. You should know the song.
See, they're all just saying, they're talking to each other, not even
They don't
paying
know
to
who,
you.
do you know who Bowser is?
Who the heck is Bowser? That's like he's the cartoon guy on Mario Brothers.
You guys need to look. Sha-na-na! Yes! Yes! Sha-na-na! Yes! See, there's all kinds of stuff back there.
I don't know who Sha-na-na
We need to bring back Sha-na-na.
Oh, maybe that's going to be the...
Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, friends.
Good night, everybody.